The Mavens Data Modeler is an interactive tool built to illustrate the relationships between a specific set of objects or an entire SFDC org. The data modeler has two components, the toolbox and an ERD diagram. The toolbox displays all objects defined within the org. Let's add the contact object to our ERD diagram. By default, all fields that drive relationships are displayed on the contact object. If we would like to display additional fields from the contact object, we can click on the filter icon and select the additional fields to be displayed. Those fields are displayed. We also have the ability to add all parent relationships to the contact object by clicking on the parent relationships icon in our toolbox. I will choose to add only the account parent relationship. I'm going to click Add Tables. I can move the contact object around on my schema, and this line here defines the relationship between the contact object and the account object. I can also choose to add all the child relationships to the contact object to my schema by clicking on the child relationship icon. Here quite a number of tables appear. I am going to deselect the tables that I am not interested in having on my ERD. And I'm going to add those tables to the schema. I've added 6 total tables to my schema, and then I can rearrange them how I would like. So these tables have been added. You can see the complexity of the relationships. I may decide that in the end I don't actually care to see the contracts table, so I can actually delete that from the schema. I can also remove the campaign members table just to simplify for now. I also have here my mini window. I can drag down, up and down, and move through my schema a little bit more easy. See here, let me drag this there, remove my activity history table, and for example, I may not want to see all the fields associated to the cases table, so I can actually just minimize that table and still keep the object on my schema. Same for the lead table. And what I want to do now, I also have the ability, I'm going to minimize my toolbox. A couple neat additional features here is I have the ability to add additional attributes that describe the fields. So let's say in addition to the label of the field, I want to add the name, the field name. That can be done as you just saw. Now the label and the name field, and I can do that for every table that's displayed. I also have the ability to add additional relationships to the tables that are defined. So if I want to add products to the assets, I can click on the relationship icon here and add the products table, and I can drag that here. Once I have the schema as I like it, I can open up my toolbox again, and I have the ability to generate the schema. This schema can be generated through the menu icon. Click Generate SQL Script. By default, the tables that are on the schema are identified. I can add additional tables and click OK. I can copy the resulting SQL script into a external database to recreate these tables. Finally, in the schema menu item, I also have the ability to print and save this schema for future reference.